in the threshold of my house. I'm in the threshold of my house.
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
Excuse me. Can you? See, I gotta ask the police to make her leave. Please go, please. 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 I don't want to have any more conversation. Thank you. Good night.
Police are here. Police are here. I'm trying to.
He's trying to make it seem like he's the good guy.
Hold
he's not
on.
a good
Come
guy.
on. I'll talk to you. Okay. Can you back up a little bit?
No, I can't.
Yes, you need to. Okay. Yes.
Because I've been going through a lot of shit with this guy for months. A lot of emotional abuse. Like, cops, they were gonna come get you and think you're crazy.
First of all, we were dating for a long time. Lately, we've just been hanging out, being cool. And what happened is tonight, she drank alcohol. I didn't want her to drink alcohol. I told her that ahead of time. You see how she acts on alcohol. I'm talking to her father. I'm telling him, hey, listen, straight up, she's acting wild. Get off the bike.
No, I can't. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna shoot me? Are you gonna shoot me?
Calm down.
No, look at me right in the camera. Exactly. Yes.
Calm down, though, and tell me what happened.
Officer Balin is telling me to restrain for my own.
Do you need the fire department?
Oh, buddy. And that's the Uber.
Okay, don't talk to him, okay? How about that?
No reason to get an attitude.
Because I don't know what the fuck he told you. And I know 9 times out of 10, because you're a guy, you're just gonna go after what he said to you, right?
Her dad told me to order the Uber. I'm gonna pay for it. He's gonna send me money, whatever, and then
she can get an Uber and go?
Exactly.
Perfect.
Are you publishing this? I hope that you're recording this. How the system here in the United States is failing, even to our women nowadays. It does not matter if we're getting raped, if we're getting whatever we're going through. It's alright because our parents are gonna deal with it.
Hey!
Our parents are gonna deal with it.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming him either. I literally tried to help her so many times for over 10 months, bro. I promise. So listen, her phone, ID too.
I have her ID.
You have it?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you just get her phone for her, please?
Just the phone, that's it.
That way she can get numbers
If
at
it's
the
not
jail.
charged, you want me to charge you a little bit or no?
They have charges at the jail.
What she did was completely unacceptable, and actions like that should have consequences. You can't treat another person with that kind of disrespect and expect to simply walk away as if nothing happened. Situations like this are also why some people eventually decide that protecting their peace and staying single is better than dealing with repeated betrayal and unnecessary drama.
Or you'll be going to the police.
Don't take a picture of me.
You are a fucking cheater.
Are you literally gonna let that happen?
Look what you did to him. You just married him. You fucked me on your goddamn wedding week. You are disgusting.
No, I didn't.
Oh, we didn't fuck at your Aunt Jill's house, was it?
No.
I have proof. I have text messages. I have proof. If you lay a finger on me, you're going to jail. Okay? Damn. You are disgusting.
She just beat me in the back of the head.
Because literally I was minding my business. I was having a good night. You want to start on that bullshit.
I
Now
didn't do anything, Day. You were the one who made the call to that dude.
Now I'm on it. Oh, I made the call.
Or he called you.
I made the call.
He called you. You shouldn't have answered.
I made the call.
You called him back.
Who answered?
You did.
Who?
Not me.
Put it on what?
Dave, my back of my head's fucked up.
I check my car right now. Now what?
Dave,
now what?
Back of my head's fucked up.
I'm tired of you, bitch.
Jesus.
I did nothing but try to love.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't do nothing but do.
I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce. I texted my therapist, our marriage counselor, and I was like, I need to tell him that I want a divorce, but I want to do it in a session so that there's like a mediator present. Got us in like ASAP, like 2 days later. And I walked in knowing that I was going to ask for a divorce. We sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? Therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. You know, it's hard for me to like say the words. I'm done. I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? He responded right away. And he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. And that was that. I looked at my therapist and I was just like kind of stunned. I knew that I was ready to leave, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us. I didn't think that there would be, but you know, you just always hope that like one last try. We went home that night. We didn't speak. He slept on the couch. I woke up and went to work the next day, came home. He was playing PlayStation that night. I sat next to him. We hadn't talked in 24 hours. I said, can we talk about what happened yesterday? And he was just playing, just looking straight ahead. And he's like, what's to talk about? In my mind, I'm thinking, this is our last ditch effort to like steer this ship around, you know? And I was like, so what are we going to do? And he just kept playing. And he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. He had done things within that 24 hours. He had opened up the filing folder of his single man life and went ahead and got all.
What exactly was she expecting to happen? She was the one who asked for the divorce, but the moment he finally accepted her decision and started moving on with his life, suddenly she had a problem with it. If she truly wanted to save the relationship, she had opportunities to speak up when things first started falling apart. She could have explained what was wrong, communicated her feelings, and tried to work through the problems instead of demanding a divorce and then expecting him to chase after her. You can't keep pushing someone away and then become angry when they finally decide to let go. What was he supposed to do? Keep begging forever? This is exactly why relationship games can become so destructive. When someone constantly tests the other person's loyalty or expects them to fight endlessly for a relationship they're being told to leave, eventually that person may simply choose to walk away. And once they do, it may already be too late to change their mind.
Okay.
Yes. I told him he couldn't take off in my car.
Okay.
And then he got really upset because he didn't want to go out to the garage and sit. He goes, I'm going to hang myself out in the garage.
Okay. Which way did he take off?
He said he was going to take off towards the railroad tracks.
Okay. All right. I got other officers out looking. Okay. So what exactly happened here? Just walk me through the whole thing.
I don't even know. He got so upset. I don't know.
Okay. Well, obviously we got somebody going to the hospital because I think they got a broken rib. So what?
Well, he like pushed me, so Jimmy tried to get him. Yeah.
Okay. So Blake pushed you. Jimmy tried to pull Blake off of you. And then Blake punched or...
I don't know what happened. Jimmy had him down because he was like, no, that's not going to happen.
Right.
And I really don't know.
Okay.
If
All right.
he kicked him, if he hit him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go out and also start looking for him real fast, okay? Lock the door behind me for right now, okay? If he does come back, call us, let us know, but we're going to go out and look for him real fast. I'm sure going to have more questions, so I will be back in a few minutes, okay? All right. So... he got upset. That is, I guess, stepdad or whatever, whoever, Jimmy something. He got hit in the ribs. He's going out to the hospital. He thinks he's got a broken rib.
Is he one of ambulance?
I already asked. He said nope. His daughter's going to take him out there. Said that Blake.
Is mom not home?
Mom's inside.
Okay.
So, instead he took off towards the railroad tracks. Let's look at my foot.
Where the fuck did he go?
Well, look at my foot.
All right. 10-4. All right. Get in your car. Get your car. I'll try to stay. No. Get in the car. We don't have to get Blake, just stop.
Stop what?
Stop.
Getting lied to. Stop getting treated like a piece. Stop getting lied to. But it's deceiving.
That's not what we want.
What began as a heated argument between a husband and wife quickly turned into something far more serious. According to the woman's account, her husband became extremely upset after learning that she had moved on with her life. During the argument, he wanted to leave, but she told him he couldn't take her car. Instead of calming down, the situation continued to escalate. Then she told the responding officers something that immediately raised concerns. According to her, her husband became highly emotional and made a trailing statement before leaving the area. Because of what she reported, the officers became concerned about his safety and immediately asked where he had gone. She told them he had headed toward the railroad tracks. At that point, the situation could no longer be treated as an ordinary domestic argument. Officers began organizing a search while continuing to gather information from the people at the house. But there was another serious issue. The argument had reportedly turned physical inside the home. The The woman claimed that Blake had pushed her. Another Nan, Jimmy, allegedly stepped in and tried to separate them. During the confrontation, Jimmy was reportedly struck or injured around his ribs. The officers tried to determine exactly what had happened, but the details were far from clear. Even the woman admitted she wasn't completely certain how Jimmy had been injured. She couldn't clearly say whether he had been punched, kicked, or hurt during the struggle. That made the investigation much more complicated. One person was injured, another person had left the scene, and the officers were now trying to reconstruct what happened based on emotional and conflicting accounts. Jimmy believed he may have injured his rib and planned to go to the hospital, although he didn't want an ambulance. His daughter was expected to take him instead. Meanwhile, the search for Blake continued. The officers warned those at the house to lock the doors and immediately call if he returned. At that moment, they didn't know where he was, what state of mind he was in, or what might happen next. As the investigation continued, the situation became even more confusing. Emotions were still high, accusations were being exchanged, and there were claims that someone wasn't telling the truth. And this is where an important point needs to be remembered. At that stage, the officers had mainly heard one side of the story. Blake wasn't there to explain what happened from his perspective. In situations involving multiple people and a physical confrontation, different individuals can remember the same event very differently. One person may believe they were defending themselves, while another may believe they were attacked without justification. Later, Blake reportedly claimed that the people involved had not told the truth about what happened. If that account is accurate, then there was clearly another side of the story that investigators still needed to hear. That's why it can be dangerous to decide immediately who was responsible based only on the first statement available. The officers still had to locate Blake, hear his version of events, compare the accounts, and examine whatever evidence was available. Was he the aggressor? Was he reacting to something that happened before the confrontation? Did the argument spiral completely out of control? Or were important details missing from the story? Those questions couldn't be answered until the full situation had been investigated. What started as a relationship dispute had now grown into a much larger incident involving an injured person, a missing man, a vehicle, a police search, and serious accusations from multiple sides. And the biggest question remained unanswered. What actually happened inside that house before Blake drove away? Until his side of the story was heard and the evidence was examined, there simply wasn't enough information to know the complete truth.